I spent all my connects and got no responses on Upwork. Now what? Alright, hey everyone, my name is Sylvia and welcome to my channel. If you don't know me, I'm a virtual assistant and VA coach from Portugal, and I love talking all about working from home, being a virtual assistant, working through Upwork, and much more. So if those are topics that interest you, feel free to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on my next video. And stick around because today we'll be talking all about Upwork proposals. Now, we talked about this last week, so I'll have the link from last week linked down below so you guys can check that one out as well. But today I kind of wanted to elaborate a bit more on that because I didn't get to talk a lot about videos on your proposals. I mentioned how important they are, but I didn't actually mention the thought work behind them, so stick around for that. So this video was mostly inspired by the endless questions that I get about, oh, I've tried Upwork, it just doesn't work. I wasted all my connects and nobody responded to me. It just doesn't work, so I'm going to try something else. Now, you're half right. If it doesn't work, you should try something else, but you shouldn't give up on Upwork altogether. Not just yet. The two main things that I like to say to combat those proposals that either get rejected or flat out ignored is to, first of all, carefully select the jobs that you're applying to. And I talked a lot about that in last week's video, so again, I'll have that linked in the description so you guys can go ahead and check that out. But basically, apply all the filters that you can. Really carefully craft your proposals individually to each job post. Don't bulk apply, don't copy paste everything. Really take your time in each proposal. And the second thing is to include a video in every proposal. And this goes along with carefully selecting the jobs and carefully applying. But I especially like to stress out how important video is. And again, I talked a bit about video in the last video. That's funny. But I didn't go as much in depth as I wanted to, so that's what this video is for. First of all, I want you to practice first. Personally, I don't remember if I did this, honestly, but I know a lot of people are still intimidated by showing up on video, whether it is English is not your first language and you're stressed out about coming across as someone that doesn't speak very well, or maybe you're just shy around the camera or shy around other people and you're not very articulate in your words. I'm like that. Trust me, like, believe it or not, I'm not very articulate, and a lot of times it takes me a lot of takes to really get across my message. So don't be afraid to fail at first in order to get better, and don't give up if at first you don't get the perfect video. Don't be afraid to practice and practice again, and really, I'd encourage you to pick a job, not necessarily one that you would apply to, but pick a job and record a video applying to it. Just a mock thing. You don't have to, first of all, you don't have to take it too seriously, because in the back of your head you'll know that you'll never submit it. But also don't take it too chillax as to not putting as much effort into it as you would if it was a real proposal. So find a common ground between taking it too seriously and not taking it seriously at all, and practice a couple times before you actually submit a video in your proposals. Now, I definitely recommend you do this sooner rather than later, because video, again, is super important if you want to get responses on your proposals. It really boosts the chance of getting a response. But again, don't try too hard. Don't put a shirt on, a collared shirt on, and look too professional. Don't try to sound more professional than you actually are. Don't try to speak like someone that you're not. because that can come across as untrue. And down the line, when you start talking to the client a bit more and your real self starts coming out, that will be worse down the line. So really stay true to yourself. I know this sounds cliche and a bit corny, but really show up as you are. I never dress up for a video proposal. I may move from the couch to my office if I feel like it, but I've also submitted proposals from my couch. So yeah, the key thing that you want to pass on to the client is that you're a real person and that you're real interested in their job post and that you really want to learn more. So show yourself, show your personality, introduce yourself. So like you can say in the proposal, hi, my name is Sylvia and I'm a virtual assistant from Portugal, but you should really reiterate that in your video because it's so different. If I just put this up, okay, you have no idea of my personality, you have no idea who I am, you have no idea how I talk and how I interact with people. Now, if I sit here and say, hey everyone, my name is Sylvia, or hey, I can't remember names of people. Hey Sarah, my name is Sylvia and I really want to apply to this job. I read your job post and I really liked it and I was really intrigued to learn more. Like, which one of those jumps out to you most? Is it the like typing out, hey, my name is Sylvia and I'm great at social media? Or is it the, hey Nicole, or hey Natasha, and now I can think of names. My name is Sylvia, so nice to meet you virtually. I'd love to get on a call sometime soon, but for now, I'd like to introduce myself and say, like, see how much more valuable this is. And one of the key points that I want to say as well is to really look into the camera. Don't look at your notes. Don't look somewhere else. Try to, at least when you're introducing yourself in the beginning of the video, really look into the camera. Make eye contact with the person and smile. Please smile. Don't try to, again, look too serious or too professional. This is a freelancing platform. People don't expect you to be a suit and tie kind of person. If you're a suit and tie kind of person working from home, or if you work from a co-working space, please show up as yourself. But I know that most of us aren't like that. And yeah, show up in a t-shirt, show up as you are, and the client will be that much more likely to want to reach out to you, reach back out to you, and maybe book a call with you so they can actually talk to you face to face. Nobody wants to work with a grumpy person. I mean, at least I don't. And another thing that I recommend for your videos, if you just don't know what to talk about after the hi, my name is Sylvia, I'm a social media manager, now what? I encourage you to, at least for the first video proposals that you send, write the proposal first. What I usually recommend is people to use Loom. So I'll have Loom linked down below and I'll show you a bit here of a proposal that I've sent using Loom so you guys can see how that looks like. But basically, using Loom, you get a little circle with your face down at the bottom, and then it shares your screen. So what I recommend is, sometimes I do this, sometimes I just pull up the job post on the screen and talk it through. But for the most part, if I don't know what to talk about, I'll write the proposal first, and then I'll have the proposal on the screen, right? So you'll see it in my example that I've put before. But I pull up the proposal on the screen and then my little camera down below and I'm like, hi, my name is Sylvia, nice to meet you. Then after that, you kind of read through your proposal. Now you don't want to read word by word, but you want to go over it again. And don't be afraid to repeat some things because people, they forget. Like, the client is looking through many freelancers. They've probably forgotten every single word that you've said. So if you're repeating those, it will just get ingrained in their head a bit better. They won't be like, this person is repeating themselves. They don't. They aren't interesting. I'll just, like, that won't be a turn off. Trust me. 5 tips. So 5 tips on today's video that I want you guys to walk away with. is to first of all carefully select the jobs that you apply to. Second of all, regarding video, practice first. Practice as many times as you need to get comfortable with talking to the camera. Third of all, don't try too hard. Don't try to look too professional, because if that's not you, that won't be genuine. And third or fourth, look to the camera and smile. It can't hurt. You just look more friendly, more approachable, and you're more likely to get responses. That's not rocket science. And fifth, see, I'm not articulate at all. Fifth, write your proposal first and let that guide your video. Sounds simple. It is simple. So go ahead, submit a video proposal today. I challenge you, and DM me if you do that. DM me a screenshot of your proposal, and I'd love to hear from you. If I can encourage just one person to send a video proposal today, my day will be made, trust me. Do that, send me a screenshot on Instagram, link is always down below, and check out last week's video because I give a lot more tips on proposals there as well. Subscribe so you don't miss out on next videos. And yeah, leave me a like if you like this video, subscribe so you don't miss out on next week's, and I'll talk to you next Friday. Bye!